Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie is rumored to be titled Heir to the Empire, just like that incredible novelization that we had in the Legends continuity and one of the greatest trilogies in all of Star Wars. Star Wars fans have so much to thank, as well as the franchise itself for Star Wars. They have so much to thank for Timothy Zahn and his creation of the character of Thrawn and Heir to the Empire. Heir to the Empire is one of the greatest books of all time. Heir to the Empire trilogy is one of the greatest trilogies in Star Wars, and that is a fact. There is no debate. Ahsoka is well on its way, and Thrawn is said to be one of the big bads in this entire series. But is Thrawn going to be evil? And the reason I ask such an obvious question is because when you read these books like the Chiss Ascendancy trilogy and of course the Thrawn trilogy, which has Thrawn, Thrawn Treason, and Thrawn Alliances, he isn't really seen or portrayed as an evil person. He cares deeply not only for his allies but also his underlings and people on his ship like Eli Vantu and of course other Chiss species like Ara Alani. Not only does he mentor them, but it seems like he does care deeply for their well-being. While that is kind of deceitful in my opinion for a big bad, I think it also makes Thrawn more compelling and way more complex of a character than what we usually see. He's also by far one of the most unique villains that we've had in the entire franchise. I think the only person that's ever gotten close to his intellect and tactability is the Emperor. But when I think about this movie, I really want to know what is Thrawn's fate. Thrawn is ultimately betrayed by his bodyguard, but his bodyguard in the current timeline was killed in Star Wars Rebels. But I don't think that frees him essentially from his fate that he had in Legends, because he is still working with someone, that person being Elsbeth, who was introduced to us in the second season of The Mandalorian with the episode called The Jedi. Ahsoka and Elsbeth fought each other, and after she revealed that she was working with Thrawn. So I do believe that there's a high possibility that we're going to see him end up with the same fate, but I do not want to see him die because Thrawn is such a fun and amazing character. I think he's also one of the most popular characters of all time outside of the movies. So it's going to be very interesting to see how all this develops. But the other question I have is what's going to be happening with Luke Skywalker? I think Luke Skywalker is one of the other main characters that has such a huge pivotal role in this entire story, so I can't wait to see what exactly they're doing. Star Wars has recently put so much funding and so much resources into the CGI that we've seen in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, so I'm not really sure they're going to recast somebody to play Luke Skywalker. I'm also just curious to see if Luke Skywalker is even in the story at all. But I do know one thing's for certain. I am very excited for this movie. I cannot wait to see Dave Filoni and how he's going to do because I believe he's writing it and directing it. I think Jon Favreau is only producing it at this point, but I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff is rumors, and don't believe everything you hear out there until it's officially announced. But let me know what you think. Are you excited for a movie that we've always wanted to see transition into live action? Dave Filoni is helming this. What do you think is going to happen with Thrawn? Do you think Luke Skywalker is going to be in this? Apprentices and Acolytes? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here, fam. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you around. Deuces.